friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and I'm fresh out the zoo. No, I'm fresh out the preschool. Yes, and I'm gonna do a little unboxing here. And this is a different unboxing. This is not an unboxing of things that I ordered and came in the mail. This is I'm gonna call this this is what a preschool teacher gets for Teacher Appreciation Week from a parent that obviously took the time to do some research on me. Okay, and I'm hoping that they researched on my children's channel and not researched on this channel, because this channel is totally about me, but sometimes I can get a little bit odd, you know. But bottom line is, we all people, you know, we all normal people. We all go through struggles. We all go through things. Listen. It took me a long time to get to the point where I am right now. I started off back in the day, working in mills and sweatshops, driving forklifts. Listen, I was involved in all kinds of things. I was a normal person, just like everybody else, before I decided that I was done. I was done with the life I was living, and I decided to start to go back to school so I could teach. And I was going to teach elementary education, but then I went and did an internship at a preschool, and I realized, you know what, I could be more creative in a preschool. I could make up my own lesson plans. I don't have to follow the man's curriculum.
The world is run by the man.
Who?
The man. Oh, you don't know the man?
You know what I mean? I don't have to do that elementary education thing where there's a curriculum that you have to make sure that the kids get A, B, C, and D, and then the kids are going crazy because they have to reach some kind of goal of some sort. No, I can wake up in the morning and say, this is what I'm going to do with the kids. I let the kids lead the circle. That's my trick to good teaching. Okay, I go in with a plan. Okay, the plan is given. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do today. But then once I sit down in that circle, I got a child that's in trouble. I got a child that's having issues. I have a child that's struggling with something. This Sunday is Mother's Day, and I got children from broken homes. I got children that live with their grandparents. I got children that are going through all kinds of different kind of struggles. And so this morning I started off with a basic. We're talking about appreciation this week because it is Teacher Appreciation Week, and I wanted to explain to the children what appreciation means, because a lot of children don't know what appreciation means. Matter of fact, a lot of grown-ups don't know what appreciation is. I would appreciate you taking a minute right now and hitting that subscribe button. That's what I would appreciate right now from you, because that just helps you with everything. And hit the like, subscribe, and share and all that stuff so you can build up my algorithm. I would appreciate that. So maybe you learn a little bit about appreciation. But so I started off today with, let's talk about appreciation. But then the fact that Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday, and I know that I got these kids that are struggling with you know, what really is a mother? What is a mother supposed to be? You know, what's the guidelines for a mother? And it turned into a whole big thing. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail with it because I don't know where you know me. I'll start talking, my mouth will start running. I'll cross some kind of guideline or whatever that I don't want to cross or whatever. But let's just say that I got kids that are very confused in their lives. You know, they're very confused. And as a child, I was a little bit confused. Okay, I came from a broken home. I came from a divorced family, and a lot of things happened in my life where it just didn't seem to go that way. And I didn't start off being a preschool teacher. I started off. You know, I got out of high school, went and worked 2 jobs, okay, because I couldn't afford to go to college. And then my father advised me to abandon my family because I had a girlfriend at the time that was pregnant. She's like, abandon them.
You done messed up.
And do you. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do me when I got to take care of a family? And they're like, oh, he's like, just leave them alone, just leave them in the dust, and you do you, and then you go back to them when you're all done, and that way you can take care of them. I'm like, so you expected me to spend the next 4 to 6 years and abandon my family for 4 to 6 years, and then you want me to go and come back after I'm all done, after my child is now 4 to 6 years older than what it was when I left? To me, that seems selfish. That was selfish advice. That's not good parenting. Listen, you make a child, you take care of a child. Okay, that's what you do. You take care. You don't run away from your child. You don't run away from your problems. You don't run away from your family. You stick in there and you do what you got to do to turn your life around, to take care of your children. And that's what I did. Listen, I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. Okay, I started from the bottom. I was working 2 jobs. One at a mill, and the other one at a record town in the afternoon because I loved music. I was such a music guy, so I was so cool because this was during the time when Arsenio Hall used to be on. So I'd be watching Arsenio Hall at night. I learned all the new artists and everything like that. Plus, I was DJing on the side, so I'd be DJing. I was hustling. I was straight up hustling, and I was doing a lot of things I wasn't supposed to be doing either. I got to throw that right out there. There was things that I was doing that I was just not supposed to be doing, but I was hustling to survive. I had to pay rent. I was living on my own, had my own apartment. I had to pay rent, and I had to do what I had to do. So I had multiple jobs. Get up in the morning. I was working at one place, and I was working in a kitchen, doing dishes, and then I was a part-time, like not a sous chef, but like a short order cook. And it was like all the same. And then I was a register person some days or whatever. And then some days I was just busting my butt, like just cleaning the place or whatever. I come in on a Saturday if they had a meeting and just clean the place. It was. But then after that, as soon as I got out of there, like 6 o'clock at night. So I started 6 in the morning over there. I had to go pick up the bagels and everything. 6 o'clock in the morning, get out of there 6 o'clock at night, and then I go right over to Record Town at the time. It was Record Town I was working at, and I worked there until closed. They closed like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night or whatever, and then I helped close the place up. And I had a lot of friends there, but I loved that job because I love music. I love music, so I actually really enjoyed the job in the morning too because it was just I like to cook, so I like to cook. I like music, so it was a win-win. But it was still a struggle, and I knew I had a child on the way. I needed to do what I needed to do. So I ended up leaving those jobs for a while. Well, I left those jobs and to find a new job. Ended up working at a job that was like it was rough. It was rough. I worked at a bakery for over a year. That was 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 7 days a week, nonstop. And then after that, I moved over to a sweatshop. Okay, but I did that for 14 years, driving a forklift on third shift. And that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. I was missing on I was so tired and exhausted. It was terrible. So then I we reached a point where I told my wife, I said, you go back to school. You go back to school. I'll work, and you do what you got to do to go back to school and get your certificates or diplomas or graduate and get something to get whatever you need in order for you to change your life around, which is what she did. I took care of the kids, and she went back to school, and then she got another job, and then she's like, now it's your turn. And I went up to my supervisor, and I've been there for 14 years. I said, listen, I want to leave. I said, I've been loyal to you people for 14 years. I want you to let me leave, and I want you to let me collect unemployment while I go to college because I want to become a teacher. And they were like, oh, well, we're gonna have you sign some kind of paper or whatever. I was like, I'll sign whatever paper. I said, listen, I've been a shop steward. I've been a union representative for the last 14 years, and I've done everything I can for this company for 14 years. But now it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be around this environment anymore. Listen, almost every single friend that I had that worked with me at that time is either on drugs right now or dead. Okay, and that's a fact. They died from either the chemicals that they were working with at the mill that they were working at, or they died from prescription medication or whatever kind of drugs they were into at the time that I knew that they were into, and they were passing them around. I would watch people eat bottles and bottles of medication, and there was nothing I could do about it. And I had one friend that was a good friend of mine that literally, I believe the guy at the time, maybe I was in my 30s, late 30s, whatever. This kid was like 26 years old or something, maybe 20, 25, 26, and he had a heart attack driving home from like someplace in Rhode Island or whatever, someplace, I don't know, he was driving home from someplace, and straight up had a heart attack, drove into a guardrail and died. He had like a 4-year-old child, girlfriend, and his heart just exploded from all the medication. When he went to go get checked by his doctor, he told me, he goes, I got the body of an 80-year-old. He goes, they said I have the inner workings of an 80-year-old from all the drugs that I put into my body throughout the years. And then after that guy died, one of my other friends, this kid was even younger than him. He was like 18 years old. This kid died of cancer. Died of cancer. And I'll tell you, the chemicals that we used in this mill were definitely. I used to have to wear a mask, protective mask, and to this day, I'm still worried that I'm going to drop dead of cancer eventually because the chemicals we were using, there was this dust that we used, and you had to put it into the chemical, and it literally stuck to your lungs. So if you weren't wearing a protective face shield with a respiration mask, and you would breathe this stuff in, it would attach itself to your lungs, and sooner or later it would end up causing cancer. Okay, bottom line, that's it. There's warnings all over the bottle. And the other thing that's weird about this stuff is that you could add it to water, but you couldn't add water to it. This is a weird chemical. It's called hydro. Yes, hydro. That's what it was. It came out Blue Barrel. If you poured a cup of water into this barrel of white powder, it would literally like not blow up, but it would smoke, and I mean like killer smoke. Like it would smoke up the whole place, where the place would have to be evacuated, and they would have to call in like a hazmat team and everything. This was some dangerous stuff, and I worked with these chemicals every single day. And then after a while, I was like, look, I'm done. I'm done doing this. I'm done being up at all night, and so I decided to do my go back to school and become an elementary education teacher, and and minored in child psychology. And then what I did is I went and did an internship at a preschool, and I was like, yeah, like I don't have to bow down to the man here. I don't have to. I'm not good in math. I'm not a good math. Listen. I can teach a kid to count to 10. I can do my ABCs. I can teach you how to write your name, and I can be interested enough to keep a kid interested to learn. You know, if I can keep, listen, I like to see somebody try to keep a 2.9 to 5-year-old sitting in a circle, okay, for over an hour. Okay, as hyper as they may be, you may be dealing with kids that have ADHD, or might have autism, or might have whatever they got going on. Okay, some kids are just antsy. They get. You try keeping a 3 to 5-year-old sitting in a circle for 45 minutes to an hour. That's what I do every single day, because I make it interesting. I got puppets, I got voices, I got stories. I got a story for everything. Listen, I've been blessed with so many stories in my life, and I was always in my head. I was like, why am I going through this? As a kid, why am I like, this morning's story was how I was placed on an oriental rug at like 6, 7 years old, and I was told to sit there, stay there in front of the TV. I'm putting on PBS, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna watch. This is what I was telling children. I'm like, and I was told to sit on the oriental rug. They put PBS on, and my parents would just disappear. I don't know where they went. But they're like, you stay here on the rug and don't get up. You can't change the channel, because at the time there was no remote controls. You had to use the dial thing there. So I'm like, so I'm stuck on this oriental rug at maybe 7, 8 years old, whatever it is, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, and I'm forced to sit on this oriental rug, and I can't move. We'll be right back. And they take off, and I don't even know where they went. I don't know where they went. I don't know if they went to work. I don't know when they came back. The deal was that I was stuck on this rug watching Mr. Rogers, and then watching Sesame Street, and then watching Doctor Who, and then watching Mr. Goodbody, and whatever else would come on PBS that day. And then later on at night, if I was still there, stuck there, I'd be watching Tales from the Dark Side. I don't know why that was on, but I remember it coming right after Doctor Who and just scared the crap out of me. I'd be like, oh man, are they gonna come back yet? Because I don't want to be watching some Tales from the Dark Side. With that said, so what I did, I went back to school, and then I did my internship, and I noticed that the younger children are just easy to deal with, and if fun. It's more fun. It's fun. It's fun to be able to teach a kid how to do something, and they're like little sponges, man. They want to learn, and the ones that don't want to learn, it's like a game in my head. It's like I got to figure out a way to teach you. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out how I could teach you. How can I make it interesting? I mean, do I have to sing? Do I have to dance? Do I have to bring out a puppet? What do I have to do to make it interesting? So with that said, I got what do teachers, what do preschool teachers get for a teacher appreciation gift? Now this is what the bag looks like, and I'm gonna dip into the bag. Yeah, this is different. Listen, if you hung on this long, I appreciate you, and I probably talked too much, but I'm sorry, but I'm a little taken back, a little touched by what's in this bag. And if you're a long time viewer, you're gonna understand. So the parents that did this, they did some research. They definitely dove in, did some research, and I always tell the kids, and wait, make sure I always tell the kids to start with the card. Okay, I tell them it's, like I said, all these things are all little lessons here. Now, be honest. Let's be honest here. Christmas time comes, whatever time comes, you get a card, you open up the card, and what's the first thing you look for? Okay, come on, let's go. First thing you look for, if you're an adult, child, whatever it is, you looking for a check. You look for a check inside that card, okay? But as a preschool teacher, no, I'm looking for some kind of heartfelt message that is moving. And I like to teach the children that the card from them is just as important as whatever else might be in this bag. That's lesson number one. Because, these things, listen, people pay money for these things. It's a piece of paper, most of them get thrown out. I personally, I gotta be honest with you, I save all my cards that I get from the kids, just as memories. I look back at them, I'm like, yeah, I remember that kid. That's the truth. I got a little bin on the side of my desk that's all full of kids cards for Teachers Appreciation Day, Christmas, whatever, and so I'm gonna read the cards. So let's just out. A teacher makes a difference, and I'm gonna leave the kid's name out, the child's name out, because that's That's just what you do here. I don't out a child. And it says, dear, what they call me. Okay. And you don't need to know that either, because they don't call me dear Melton Movie 1. They call me dear my name. Our family appreciates you so much for all the work you've done with blank. When I say blank, that's the kid's name. Okay. That's it. That's okay. He looks forward to seeing you and going to class every week. It's not lost on us that it's because your classroom is a fun, safe space for him. Now, to me, listen, I'm going to dissect this. That means a lot to me. Okay, that not only is the classroom fun, but he feels safe there. Okay, I always tell my children, I got two jobs. Okay, two jobs. Okay, what is my job? And I always ask them. And if you ask any of my children in my class what my jobs are, what's number one? To keep you safe. That's what they always tell me, to keep you safe. I'm like, I always tell them, I'm like, my number one job here is to keep you safe. I want you to go home just the way you came in, if not better. Maybe you'll learn a few things. You go home better than the way you came in. And then number two is to teach you. So that statement right there, okay, it's not lost on us because your classroom is fun and a safe space for him. I love that. I love that. We're certain that blank, child's name, will remember you forever. The teacher who could have been the love child. I love this. Okay, I read this like 3 times. I love this. I love this concept. Okay, could have been the love child of Mr. Rogers and Dewey Finn. Doesn't get much cooler than that. Love blank. Okay, so let's. I just gotta tell you, I had to stop for a second, and it's funny that it's totally funny that I was referred to as the love child of Mr. Rogers and Dewey Finn, because I got to tell you, my own children, for some reason, I don't know why, I don't know, you guys have been watching me for a while, they tell me that I could be Jack Black. If not, I'm funnier than Jack Black. Okay, I take that as a huge compliment, because I love me some Tenacious D. I love me some Jack Black. I've always loved Jack Black. I think he's hilarious, and I guess because I'm a heavy kind of guy, and I'm very animated and comical in the way that I teach. Okay, yeah, I could definitely see some Jack Black in School of Rock in me, because matter of fact, today, to teach them about Mother's Day, I said I'm gonna sing you a song. And I didn't have a song prepared. There was no song prepared this morning. And I wanted this one child in particular to feel comfortable about a certain situation that was going on at his home. And I had to just make up a song on the fly. And that's what I do. I mean, I just, and I had the kids singing along with me. I was able to just pull something out of the air. And it's to me, I don't know. It's like a gift. It's like this is my gift that's been given to me. And I'm supposed to teach children. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. And that compliment, I love. If you watch this channel and you Mr. Rogers haters, I'm sorry, but I love me some Mr. Rogers. Okay, I just do. I just think the man had morals beyond belief. And if you combine, like she said, that if you combine, Jack Black with Mr. Rogers, I gotta say, yeah, I think she hit the nail right on the head, and I'm absolutely loving it. So what does a preschooler get besides? So I got a card. You get a card, and then I got this really cool. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this. ABCD back in class. Look at that. Look at that. That is dope. I'm using the word dope. Yeah, I'm going old school on you. I'm going Public Enemy. I'm going dope. What else can I use it? Run DMC ish. I'm going run. Yes, look at that. It's ACDC ABCD. Okay, that's what that is. And know what else I love? She hit the size right on the head. So obviously she's like, oh, you look like a big guy. You look like you need a big size. I'm not offended, because at least I can wear it. Okay, so some people buy me shirts and they're like, okay, here you go. I don't know if you're trying to compliment me, but that's not wearable. So it's like I can't wear it. It ain't gonna fit me. I'm gonna put it in my closet and hope that one day I'm gonna lose weight, but I ain't gonna lose weight. Okay, I'm a big guy. I'm gonna be a big guy probably till the day I die, and that shirt will fit me, and you will see me wearing that out, because not only is it a play on ACDC, but it's also a play on preschool, and not only that, it's black and white, which is like black is like my favorite color. Or non-color, or absence of color. Okay, see me. Look, I'm schooling you already. Next thing in this here. Look, it's a bag full of things. Okay, I got a lunchbox. Look at this. Look at this. a Mr. Rogers lunchbox. I'm taking it out of the bag. Check this out. I have been eyeballing this thing for a while and have not picked it up. Look at this. I like you just the way you are. Right over there. Look at that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? And you always make each day a special day. There he is right there. Look at this. Look at this. There he is with Daniel Striper Tiger. And this is cool over here because this being embossed. Okay, I didn't open this up to see if it was empty or not. See if this it is empty. Okay, all right. I know the new lunchboxes nowadays don't come with thermoses. I don't know why that's not a thing anymore. The thermos is there, but the fact that I'm never going to use this for a actual lunchbox, this is going to be a display piece to go with all the rest of my Mr. Rogers stuff. But the fact that she went out and she did the research and the husband did the research, whoever did the research to go out and buy all this stuff, that this is just, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. See. You didn't think this was going to be interesting. Okay. Next we have some movie night popcorn because obviously the Melted Movie Guy watches movies. Okay. And I do talk a lot about movies at the school. So whether or not, and sometimes I hope that the parents are not watching this channel in particular because, well, number one, if they're watching this channel, they're going to just see a real guy with real problems telling real stories. So maybe I really got nothing to hide, but I try to be professional. You know, the first thing they tell you in college is to clean up your Facebook. Maybe make sure your Facebook is clean because parents are going to be doing, they're going to be hunting you down. They're going to be checking out your stuff and everything like that. So they're going to be doing research on you and seeing whether or not they want you to take care of your child. But listen, I'm as real as you and me. I'm as real as they get. Okay, that's it. I'm definitely going to be dipping in some movie night popcorn. What do we got here? Cheesy cheddar white, urban accents. I'll be killing this. Crunchy ruby red. I've never tried, no, this is kind of cool because I've never tried any assorted kind of popcorns before. I make one kind of popcorn, so I'll be trying that popcorn. Yeah. Yes. Okay, next we have a Won't You Be My Neighbor, Mr. Rogers book. Yes, and I do not own this one. And believe it or not, the reason why I don't own it is because it's actually a children's book. It's a children's book. I have I still have them over there. The poetry of Mr. Rogers. I have the song books of Mr. Rogers. But what's cool about this is, and it's funny because she gave this to me. She gave me this, and I was driving my hog today. I was driving the moped. Born to be wild. Okay, and I couldn't carry it home, so I was like, I kind of want to read the card before I leave. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to wait till I go home because my daughters, they work with me and they stay there, and then I leave earlier, and I wanted to read the card because I wanted to see what it said, and then I was like, I'll give a little better perusal of the book, and it's what it is actually is It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. The lyrics, it's kind of cool, but set the pictures and everything, so I can actually sit there in front of the kids and sing "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?" I'm going too fast. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Look at that. I get this. Oh, loving it. I love it. If it fit in the lunchbox, it'd be even better because I could keep it in the lunchbox. I'm kind of tempted to bring that to the school and display it at the school, but I'd be afraid that something would happen to it. If one of the kids get their hands on it. Then we have okay, this is a scented candle. And it's funny because it says the world needs teachers like you. Look at that. Look at that. And on the back it says a great teacher is hard to find and impossible to forget. I love that. But what I love even more, and no insult at all, is the smell of this actually reminds me of the bathroom at the school. Okay, I don't know if it's the soap we use or whatever it is, and it's cool because it smells exactly like the soap or whatever the cleaning product or whatever the heck it is that we use at the school. That's what it smells like. So every time I'll probably never like this because I just don't. If somebody gives me a gift, number one, I don't like. I cherish it. I don't use it. Okay, so this kind of thing is gonna go on my desk, and then every once in a while I'm gonna be sitting there typing out my lesson plan, or I'm gonna take the lid off and and I'm gonna think about the school. That's what I'm gonna think about, because that's what it smells like. It literally smells like the bathroom in the school. Whatever it is that they use in the bathroom at the school, the spray or whatever it is, that's what that is. And then the last thing I have in the bag, and as I always do this, the bag is empty. Just the bag alone would have been gift enough for me, because that's just the type of guy I am. Is a bust. Whoa, wait. Whoa.
We happy?
Hold on. This just got 10 times better, and oh man, I hate opening things up. But I didn't even I looked at this and it said Inigo Montoya bust. But Inigo Montoya, you know, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. Do you have 6 fingers on your left hand? My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man. Yeah, but this is a talking bust. And when I looked at this thing in the bag, oh man, my knife over here, I didn't realize that it was it's over there. I didn't realize this was a talking bust. So I'm gonna open up from the bottom, and what you're probably asking, why would you open up from the bottom? Why wouldn't you open from the top? Because if you pick it up, you can't tell I opened it. Okay, it's like a trick. It's a collector's trick. Okay, people be like, oh, that thing's still sealed in box. Yeah, okay. If you think so, but it's not really. It's actually oh, look at the meditation. That's cool. It comes with a little book. It says meditations on vengeance. Inigo Montoya intro. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And then it's still, wow, that is cool. But wait a minute, hold on, because if this thing, oh my goodness, I'm geeking. I'm geeking right now. Okay, I'm using the word geeking. So I'm gonna pull a pull tab out, but I'm gonna put a pull tab back after I'm done using this, so that way the batteries never die on it.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach the top alive. Because I know something you don't know. I am not left-handed. Let me sum up. Buttercup is Mary Humperdinck in a little less than half an hour. So all we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the princess, make our escape. After I kill Count Rogan. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
That's priceless. Priceless. I didn't even know that they had anything like this. I didn't even know that this thing even existed. If I would have known it existed, it would already have been in my collection. Okay, that this is awesome. This is beyond awesome. Wow. I am I'm beyond myself. I'm beyond taken back. Yes. So yeah, the question for this episode for today, and hopefully you will like, share, and subscribe. I'll put this back in the box later because I want to make sure that I put the book back in the right spot and everything. Is what do preschool teachers get from parents for Teacher Appreciation Day, and from the kids? That's what do they get? And this is an example of one thing that I received from a parent that absolutely showed that they cared enough to look into my background a little bit, to do a little research, to do a little checking around to find out what my passions were. Okay, and I think they hit every aspect of my passions. We got movies, we got Mr. Rogers, we got probably one of my favorite movies. I pretty much have the Princess Bride memorized, and yeah, I gotta say, listen, I appreciate people. This was Appreciation Week, Teacher Appreciation Week. Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. For those people out there that have like these mothers that are just like they're there for them no matter what, and they putting up with so much. They putting up with so much, and they don't give up. They don't give up on their kids. They don't give up, and they hang in there. and they change and they make life. Know what? As a parent, I realized this a long time ago, that sometimes you gotta sacrifice things. You sacrifice things for your kids. You just do. A good parent sacrifices things for their kids. They put themselves on the back burner, and they put the kids on the front burner. They make the plates for the kids, and they eat whatever's left over. That's what a good parent does. And there's a lot of good parents out there. A lot of good parents and a lot of mothers that deserve a really good Mother's Day. And with that said, my friends, thank you for stopping by. I just had to do this. I talked a little bit too much. I apologize, okay, for the talking. I don't know if this was funny, not funny. I don't know where I was at with this. Oh, by the way, this came in the mail for me the other day, and kind of ironic that it goes kind of with my. This is my Mr. Rogers in my pocket. Okay, I mean, so like I said, this lady knew. And I gotta give props to the husband also, okay. This family, okay, and this son knew that what I was talking about. When if you ask the kids at the preschool who my favorite superhero is, it's kind of funny because they will say, "You see that guy over there on the," because I have the trolley and I have the book on the window, say like, "That's his favorite superhero." That right there, that's his favorite superhero right there. That's Mr. Rogers' favorite superhero, and then this thing came in the mail yesterday, which I was like, hey, man.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
Wait.
Do you ever talk about love with somebody you care for? I hope you do. I think I'll make a snappy new day. I like you just the way you are. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Discovering truth will make me free.
And with that said, my friends, my son's out there. I think he's blowing ass or whatever. I don't know. He just burped or something. I think he burped out half his lunch or whatever. I don't know what's going on out there. It was really disgusting. I hope I got that on film. I hope you heard him out there doing whatever he was doing. That was just gross. Okay. I tried to wrap it up before I heard him coming this way there, but he decided that he was just gonna make some weird, obscene noise outside the door here. But hey, whatever. And with that said, my friend, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you later. Now I think he's going to take a dump. Now he's taking a dump right outside the door. That's what he's doing right now. He will take a dump. He knows I'm recording here. He knows I'm recording here, and he can't even be quiet and just tippy toe by or whatever. No, he gotta be burping and farting and going to take a dump right outside the door. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I tell him I'm recording. I shut the door. There's a ring light on. There's a light on over my head. I don't know what's going on. I put a blanket in front of the door to muffle the sound, but for some reason he felt like it was he just needed to come right up to the door and just let out the biggest burp or whatever that was that he possibly could, and it sounded like he ate something good for lunch. Okay. Now me on the other hand, I came home and I had like pizza that was sitting on the stool for like 3 days or whatever. I'm probably gonna drop dead. Okay, but whatever he just ate was probably something really delicious because he'd be burping up a storm out there and while I'm recording. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun for me to wrap up my video with him just blowing ass and burping or whatever the hell he's doing out there, and that now he's in the bathroom with the fart sucking fan on, and I can hear that too. Beautiful. See, it's just real people telling real stories. And with that said, my friends, I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.